What is the order of the X-Men movies? If you are feeling nostalgic for the early 2000s, you might remember the thrill of watching the X-Men movies. These films were a major highlight of the decade. They brought Marvel's beloved characters to life in a way that had never been seen before. So, what is the order of the X-Men movies? Let's break it down for you. First, we can look at the chronological order. This order shows how the story unfolds over time. It starts with X-Men, First Class, which is set in the 1960s. Next, we have X-Men, Days of Future Past, which begins in the 1970s but primarily takes place in the future. Then there is X-Men Origins, Wolverine, which takes us back to the 1980s. After that, we arrive at the original X-Men film from the year 2000, which is set in the early 2000s. Following that, we have X2, X-Men United, which takes place shortly after the first film. Then comes X-Men, The Last Stand, which is set after X2. The Wolverine follows, taking place after X-Men, The Last Stand. Next is X-Men, Apocalypse, which is set in the 1980s but occurs after the events of Days of Future Past. After that, we have X-Men, Dark Phoenix, which is set in the 1990s. Finally, we have The New Mutants, which is set in the present day but can be watched as a standalone film. Now let's look at the releases order. This order shows when each film hit theaters. The first film, X-Men, was released in the year 2000. This was followed by X2, X-Men United in 2003. Then came X-Men, The Last Stand in 2006. After that, X-Men Origins, Wolverine was released in 2009. The series continued with X-Men, First Class in 2011, followed by The Wolverine in 2013. Next up was X-Men, Days of Future Past in 2014. The franchise also introduced Deadpool in 2016, followed by X-Men, Apocalypse the same year. Logan, another popular film, came out in 2017. Deadpool 2 followed in 2018, and then X-Men, Dark Phoenix was released in 2019. Finally, The New Mutants came out in 2020. From a 2000s nostalgia perspective, the original trilogy of X-Men films holds a special place in many fans' hearts. These films were among the first to bring comic book characters to the big screen in a major way. They set the stage for the Marvel Cinematic Universe and other superhero franchises. The success of these early films paved the way for the expanded universe we see today. So, whether you choose to watch them in chronological or releases order, you are in for a nostalgic treat.